Africa and South Africa didn't feature in the campaign rhetoric of the president-elect.
He's made no statements about Africa, has no Africa advisors that I know. His possible Secretary of State, Newt Gingrich, did do a PhD on Congo Zaire many years ago. But what I'm going to be telling my South African friends is watch what he does as soon as he assumes office.
Often, those who become presidents and along their trail, their campaign trail, don't become the same people when they arrive at the White House. In terms of how you can run policy, how you can construct economic policy.
There are two schools of thought about the economic impact of this presidency.
As for things like trade and AGOA, it's going to be a long time, I think, before he gets his government together, at least weeks, months. And so I'm urging my African friends to do contingency planning because we don't know this man and what he's about.
Yields that we saw go up in the last few days, significantly up on the 10-year notes, suggest that higher GDP growth and inflation is expected out of the US, and it's premised mainly because of this promise of fiscal policy stimulation. If that happens, commodity-based countries will actually benefit.
Analysts suggest that although the president-elect has no military or government experience, he's still a businessman.
And if he gives lots of incentive for the private sector to get involved here, that would be great. I don't know whether he will be of the interest that the Obama administration had in working with the Chinese in Africa on Sudan, maritime safety, that kind of thing. That would be very positive. But again, that's not going to be top on his priority. He's got a lot of domestic concerns.
Now, do you think that those who are engaging him, he may get it? He's still a businessman after all. We've seen it in his life, so one would understand that he will get an idea of what's going on here.
While it's still too early to tell, there's no question that when America sneezes, the rest of the world generally does also catch a cold. I'm Angelo Coppola for CCTV in Johannesburg, South Africa.